I was sitting in my office on a Saturday morning preparing a funding proposal. While reviewing some statistics, I noticed teen pregnancy rates have been going down for over 30 years, while at the same time, sexually transmitted infection rates have been rising at alarming rates. I thought to myself, we're missing half the equation in sexual health. The next week I sought out funding for research, which led to WiseGuyz.
Yeah, so WiseGuyz is a full-year program. We have 4 modules and a curriculum we have to follow. The modules are human rights, sexual health, gender and sexual diversity, and then healthy relationships. So aside from the curriculum, we really just spend time getting to know the guys. A lot of the time I find that we're just really acting as mentors to them. They ask us questions, they're curious about the world around them, and they sort of want an older male perspective on that world. And so we sort of offer that to them.
I've seen a big difference in the boys that are participating in the program. The kids participating in the program are coming from a diverse background. Like, so of course you're gonna have the jock, the nerds, the cool kids inside the program, and the kids that are a bit more challenging academically. But that gives them a safe place to be, and at the same time it brings their level of maturity that is needed right at that age.
What I thought was important was that it just gave us a chance to learn in a group of guys with other guy experiences that we could relate to, as opposed to having to learn in a male and female environment where you have to learn about both sides and talk about both sides, and it can be kind of awkward to discuss just male topics when there are other females present. So
my favorite part of WiseGuyz was definitely just being able to talk to guys about whatever you want, really. It was a classroom environment where like you feel really safe with everybody. So like if you share something, you know it's not going to come up later, because people realize like, okay, this is like serious time right now. This is our buddy who's going through some stuff that needs some help, so let's just help him out.
Just everyone being there and being able to, you know, speak freely about these things, like, and being serious about it, like finally taking the time out of your day to actually speak about something serious that we all have on our minds, but we don't always speak about it in person, because I mean we don't always have that opportunity to tell anybody about it. So
I mean, obviously we talked about things that a lot of us don't really feel comfortable talking about with our parents, specifically like our moms and stuff.
And WiseGuyz offers that space, it offers those conversations. And it offers these boys a chance to reflect, a chance to become more aware and conscious of the influences around them and the role that they get to play, that they actually kind of get a choice, how they interact with culture outside of them, with those messages that the media is giving them around sexuality, around relationships, around respect for women, and for their fellow guys as well, too.
We are one of the few junior high in the city, there are only 2 junior high in the city, to have a GSA. That could not have happened if the cool guys and the jock and the more difficult boys wouldn't have reached a certain level of maturity about sexual identity. And that was possible because of that program. And all of a sudden, the school becomes a safer place.
I definitely learned a lot, but one of the things that probably held the most pull in my life was like emotional health and like safe and secure relationships, because there's several times in my life where, not even realizing in the moment, but afterwards reflecting upon it, I'm like, I totally learned that from WiseGuyz, and by now it's just like second nature, like even just with like my parents and my brother, girlfriends, friends, like my mediative and like harmonious calming of situations is just skyrocketed.
But in WiseGuyz, we like to talk a lot about the societal stuff that's going on behind. So if they ask about something they saw on TV or something they've read on the internet, then you kind of clarify and answer that question in a satisfactory way, hopefully for them. But then you can also talk about like the whys. Like, so why is that important? Why would you wonder about that? You know, outside of WiseGuyz, they're not having those conversations, right?
A girl, a picture posted by a former boyfriend somewhere in the States on Facebook. Another girl got a hold of those pictures, started to spread them in Snapchat. Now, how we learned about that was because of two boys that went through the program that came to a teacher. Like, it shows you right there the impact, the positive impact it had on school culture. Right away, the boys knew that wasn't right, and they did something about it. And just there, it tells you the importance of that program.
Moving forward, you will just naturally, it's changed your perspective. And I can say that it's changed my perspective. I look at things differently because of it. So I will continue to use the information that I learned because I deemed it as beneficial to myself, having learned it.
It's definitely affected and changed me as a person on a deeper level.
WiseGuyz is social innovation in action. We are building an evidence-based program. We are doing research to determine best practices. And we've already seen a social return on investment. We're changing a culture where youth know how to engage in healthy relationships free from abuse. An investment in WiseGuyz is an investment in a healthy future. We thank you for your support and hope you will continue on this WiseGuyz journey with us.